Hey there, Shelly, here's your machine. So, service is done, everything's back to normal, and I'm very happy with it. So, I'm just going to make a coffee on it now, just to confirm that everything works fine. There's a refreshed steam valve. It feels much tighter than before, and obviously it's not leaking anymore. I've changed the seals around the steam boiler, as well as on the steam wand pipes. So now all those pipes are refreshed now and won't be leaking anytime soon. I've also checked everything else. I've brought down the overpressure valve. So the overpressure valve is it's like a safety valve that protects the machine from overpressurizing. It used to be on 11 and a half. I brought it down to about 9.5, 10. So your pressures should be closer to optimal. So which that's between 8 and 10. And I've done the cleaning and the boiler flushes, so all those are done and it's ready. Let's take out the port filter and make a double shot. So I haven't messed with your settings, so it's still to the original settings. So as you know, this basket is a double basket and it takes about 18 to 20 grams of coffee. I'm going to dose 19 grams in this video. So set up my grinder to 19 grams.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
It's 19 grams,
You don't want to
perfect.
touch it. I was going to say, it looks like all the business ends up doing pretty good in comparison to where they were, a couple of years ago.
Of course, clean the edges.
Easy.
You could give it a flush every now and then when you first turn it on, just to warm things up. So I would do that with the port filter and the cup. Just a couple notes. I've already shown you the video about the steam wand valve. So I've refreshed it. So it's pretty much back to normal. Maybe not 100% as normal. So it may leak at the beginning and or at the end when you turn off the machine, when it's warming up and cooling down. But like it's noticeably better. It's not leaking anymore at the moment in standby mode, and it's very quiet when you turn it off. And also the pump, it's not gone. It's still good. It still works well, but it could be on its way out. So maybe in a couple of years you might need to change it. I don't think it's worth changing at the moment because it performs very well. The only way I know that pumps are close to dying is when you turn on or press the button and the machine's quiet. So if it's quiet for the first few seconds after a button press, it means a pump is quite old and it's on its way out. But like, you still have at least a year, 2 years out of it. The thing is, why I don't think it's worth changing is because when you try it on your first coffee or your first button press, it will be quiet in the first few seconds. But when you try it again, it goes back to normal, if that makes sense. So I've already done a shot now, as you saw. And if I press it again, it's not going to be quiet, it's going to be normal. Try that again. It's normal. Only on that first button press when you first turn on the machine when it's from cold in the morning. Only that first shot will have that symptom of quietness in the beginning. But once the pump sort of wakes up, for example, if you turn on the steam tap, or if you press a shot just to wake up the pump, if that makes sense, it goes back to normal. So I don't think it's worth changing at all. So now that the pump is woken up, I'm gonna make a coffee on it. So here is my cup. I'm gonna warm up my glass here. It's good to do this in the beginning when you first turn on the machine. In that one step, you can warm up your cup, your portafilter, and also cure that issue of the pump being silent. So I think it's worth it. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a double shot long black. Double shot long black.
Are you making some coffee?
This one.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to be making a long black. I used my scale to measure the amount. It was 19 grams. I'm going to use it again to measure the output. So I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with how this setup works. But the way I try to do it is make the grind size of my grinder to a point that gives me a 2-to-1 ratio, 2-to-1, in that 30 seconds. So we put 19 grams, I want to aim for 38 grams. 38 grams in that 30-second time. Looks like my grind size is a little bit coarser than normal, so the coffee came out quick. So it only took 20 seconds to get 40 grams of coffee. So I would make my grinder maybe one size finer. But anyway, that was about 8 bars. I usually aim for 9, maybe 9.5. So that was 8 bars. And to make it a long black, you just give it some hot water. Yeah, so that's a coffee on your machine. I'm very happy with it, and I guess you will be too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.